So we're doing time. We're working on 11 plus maths for CE M tests, practice book with assessment tests, ages 9 to 10. Time, page 41. Now, Kevin started travelling to his friend's house at the time shown on clock A. So you have Kevin, and he's travelling. The word travelling, can you see my hand move? Travelling to his friend's house. House, Kevin, house, going to house at the time shown on clock A. Clock A, on page 41, is reading 2:25. What time did he set off? So it's just telling you how to read the clock. That's a very basic question. Question 2. Kevin was on the bus between the time shown on clock B and clock C. So clock B reads 2:45 and clock C reads 2:55. So the question is asking you, how long was the bus journey? How long was the bus journey? Well, the bus journey was 10 minutes. Okay, so question 3. Kevin got on a train. Can you imagine being at a station? Can you imagine jumping onto a train? At the time shown on clock D, I'm looking at the clock D now, and it's 3:10. The train journey was 45 minutes long. What time did he get off the train? So if it's 3:10 now, and you count 30 minutes first, what's that going to land you on? From 10 past, you're going to go to 40 past, but you've got to still count another 15 minutes because the time of travel was 45 minutes. So we've already counted 30 minutes, and another 15 minutes will land you on 5, 10, 15. So it's 3:55 or 15:55. Okay, so the times shown below are all in 24-hour clock. 24-hour clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 hours. 24-hour clock. Which clock shows a time in the morning? 0 to 12, or at 12 it becomes PM, but anything before then is going to be AM. So if is 20:25? No, because 20 is past 12 PM, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's going to be PM. What about 5:25? Well, 5:25, 0 to 5:25 is less than 12, and therefore, yes, it is going to be a morning time. Now, question 5. Which clock shows the latest time? Latest time. So, which has the number which is the largest? Remember, this is 24-hour clocks, and the numbers are increasing from 1 to 24. So, if you look at the first hours only, 20, 0, 5, 17, 15, 12, well, you've got 20, 25, 20, 25. So that's 8:25, 20, 25. That's the biggest number. Now 6. Which clock shows the time as 25? 25. 25. Past. 3. So it used to be 3 o'clock, now it's past 25 past. It's past. So when it's past 25 past, which clock is showing that? So if the clock that's showing, is it 20:25? Well, if you do 20 take away 12, it lands you on 8:25. 5:25, 0, 5:25, you don't need to work that out. 17:25, so 17 hours, take away 12 is 5:25 PM. No, 15:25 take away 12, 15 take away 12 is 3:25. So it is actually 3:25. It is actually D. Which clock shows the time at 5:25 PM? So there's two times there. There's one which says 05:25 B, and A which says 20:25. And when you're doing a 24-hour clock, if you just take away 20 by 12, you can simply easily work out that it's going to be 8:25. So is it going to be 8:25? No. Is it going to be 5:25? 05:25? No, because this is PM and that 05 tells you that it's AM. So is it 17:25? 17:25. Well, 17 take away 12 hours, 17 hours, 12 hours gives you what? What does it give you? That's right. It should give you 5:25 because 17 take away 12 hours is 5:25. So you can easily convert them. What I'm saying is the 12, the minus of the 12, if you're moving from hours to AM or to PM, then you can just take away 12, can't you? And when you take away 12, say 15 take away 12, then that gives you 3. So it's 3:25. So the answer is D. What is the difference in times shown by clock D and E? Difference. Starting point, let's go to D, 15:25. 15:25, let's write it down. Then what? E, what does E read? 12:15. Okay, so what's the difference in time between D and E? Okay, so what you do is you simply count on all the way until 0000. So what you do is 15:25, you count to for 1600 hours. Right, I'm going to detract on that. What is the difference in time shown by D and E? So the difference in times between, if a starting point is 12:15 to 15:25, then you go from 12:15, 1:15, 2:15, 3:15. That's 3 hours. 3 hours. So 3 hours, and then 3:15 to 3:25 or 15:25 is going to be an extra 10 minutes. So that's 3 hours 10 minutes. So what is the difference in time shown in clocks D and E? Starting from the lower, 12:15, counting on each hour, 1:15, 2:15, 3:15, and then counting on extra 10 minutes to 3:25 or 15:25. Circle the time below that is the same as 22:17. Right, what's the easy way of doing this? Well, you've got 22, take away 12, 22 take away 12, that's 10, so it's going to be 10:17. Is it going to be 10:17 AM? Why not? Why is it PM? Because as you pass 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, all the way up to 24 hours, then that's going to be PM. So don't confuse it. So when you look at the answers, if you look at 2:17, definitely not. If you look at 12:17, definitely not. Is it 10:17? Maybe, but it isn't, because we're looking for PM, because the unit is AM. And 10:17 PM, definitely D. Okay, so 22:17 take away 12 gives you 10:17 PM. So question 10. If Amy leaves Eastford at 10:10, what time will she get to Westerton? So we look at the chart, we look at the table, question 10, and we go to Eastford. The Eastford time for train B is 10:10. What time will she get to Westerton? Well, from 10:10, if you count all the way to Westerton, it's 11:15. So you've got 10:10 and 11:15. So the easy thing to do is just to go from 10:10, add 1 hour, 11:10, and then count on 5 extra minutes to 11:15. So it's 1 hour, 5 minutes. So Sorry, the question is asking you what time will she get to Westerton. So the time that she's going to get to Westerton is 11:15. What time is the latest time that Sam could leave Southwold in order to be the time? What time is the last time that Sam could leave Southwold in order to be in time for an appointment in November at 12 noon? So go to Southwold. The latest time is 12:00. The question is asking you that the appointment is at 12 noon, so definitely train E won't help. Train D won't help because she's going to miss the appointment at 12:12. 12C will help because the time that is closest to 12 noon is 11:25. She'll get there at 11:25 if she catches the train C, which sets about 10:20, and will arrive in Northover at 11:25. So why didn't we choose D? Because we'll miss our appointment. Why didn't we choose E? Because we'd miss our appointment. Why didn't we choose B? Because we'd be there too early. Why didn't we choose A? We'd be there far too early. So can you see how I'm using logical reasoning? It's very real life questions. How many days are there in total during March, April, May and June? March, April, May and June. Well, March and May both have 31 days. April and June both have 30 days. So in March, April and May, you're going to have 31 at 30 at 31 at 30. So double 31 is 62, double 30 is 60. 62 plus 60 is 122, because double 60 is 120 and 2 is 122. So that was question 12. Now going on to question 13. Jane and Susan are identical twins. So I'm thinking of two people. I've got an image in my mind of two people being identical. Jane was born at 8:15 a.m. 8:15 a.m. is in the morning. It's usually before you go to school. And Susan was born at 8:55 a.m. So 8:55 is probably, for some people, they start at 9 o'clock. So I'm just trying to conceptualize. I'm trying to get an understanding of the timings. I like to do that because it makes it seem so much more real. So I deliberately contextualize, which means like I try to think of it right. Okay, what things would I be doing at that time? How many minutes older than Susan is Jane? So you think of Susan. She's 8:15 and Jane is 8:55. So from 8:15. 8:25, 10 minutes, 8:35, 20 minutes, 8:45, 30 minutes, 8:55, 40 minutes. So she's 40 minutes older than Susan. So how many times older than Susan is Jane? 40 minutes. Okay, so now you have question 14. So in question 14, the table shows the start of several television programs. So it's showing you the start of several television programs. If you got home at 9:25 a.m., how long would you have to wait until cartoons started? What time is cartoon starting? It's 10:10. Let's write it down. What was the time that you arrived home? 9:25. You write that down. Okay, so it looks as though it's under an hour because 10:25 will be passing the cartoon time. So you go 9:25, and then you write 9:30, and then you draw an arrow from 9:25 to 9:30, and from 9:30 to 10 o'clock you draw an arrow to 10 o'clock, and from 10 to 10:10 would be, and then you add, would be another 10 minutes. So you add all the different 5 minutes, for 30 minutes, for 10 minutes, and you add them up to give you 45 minutes, because the 5 minute, the 30 minute, and the 10 minute, which leads you to 10:10, is going to be 45 minutes. Now question 15. In 2011, January 9th was on a Sunday. So I'm thinking about 2011, when in 2019. Can you see how I'm actually always verbal reasoning it? Logically understanding it, 2011. Okay, I get that. January, after Christmas and when school begins again. On a Sunday when you're not at school, it might be tuition. What day of the week was January 26th in that year? So if Sunday is the 9th, 7 days on is going to be the 16th. 7 days on is going to be the 16th of January. So another 7 days on is going to be 23rd of January. 23rd of January. But this is saying the 26th. So Sunday 23rd is going to be, and 3 days on, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, is going to take you to the 26th. That's going to take you to the 26th. So the answer is Wednesday. Can you see how I counted on in sevens? So I use multiples. So I mean, I'm not saying that 9 is a multiple, but I counted up in sevens. So 9, 16, 23, and to get to the 26th, I counted an additional 3 days. So from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 3 additional days is going to be a Wednesday. Question 16. A train was due to reach Preston at 4:25 a.m. 4:25 a.m. But it was 1 3/4 hours late. So it was, can you imagine 4:25 a.m.? What are you doing at 4:25 a.m.? Sleeping, most likely. But it was 1 3/4 hour late. So let's write down 4:25 a.m. Let's write down 3/4 of an hour, which is 45 minutes. What time did it arrive? So from 4:25, we have to add an extra 45 minutes. But how do we do that? Well, 4:25, think of a straight line, 4:25. Then you write 4:30. Then you write 5 o'clock. So from 4:25 to 4:30 is 5 minutes. From 4:30 to 5 o'clock is 30 minutes. So far it's 35 minutes if you add 30 plus 5. And then 10 extra minutes, 5:10, is going to give you 45 minutes. So it's going to be 45 minutes. So it's going to be 6:10 a.m. Now we've got to also add an extra hour because it's 1 hour 45 minutes late. So it takes you to 6:10 a.m. Do you get that? It's because the question read, a train was due to reach Preston at 4:25, but it was 1.5 hour, 1 3/4 of an hour. So you've got to write these numbers down, because you could easily write down 3/4 of an hour and miss the 1. So read the question carefully there. Anita makes a New Year's resolution to eat an apple every day. Okay, sounds like multiples. If she starts on the 1st January, in what month will she eat the 100th apple? Circle the correct answer. Okay, let's not make an assumption. What it seems to be telling us or asking us is count 100 days from the 1st of January. So we know there's 30 days in September, April, June and November, and all the rest are 31 days. So if we then count on from 1st of January 100 days for each month, we know what it says. So January has 31 days, February has 28 days, 28 plus 31, well, 30 plus 20 is 50, 8 plus 1 is 9, 59. and that takes you to March has 31 days, so 59 plus 31, well 50 plus 30 is 80, 9 plus 1 is 10, 90, so 10 days into April she'll eat her 100th apple. So even if it was a leap year, you still are going to land yourself in April when you eat your 100th apple. So the leap year wouldn't make a difference. So if it is 1410, what time was it 35 minutes ago? So if it's 1410, let's write it down, 1410. What time was it 35 minutes ago? 35 minutes ago, not 35 minutes past, but not before. So it's 35 minutes before. Look at the vocabulary. Look at the vocabulary. 35 minutes ago. Shh, shh, shh. Recording. Shh. So 1410. 1410. So if you've got, write 1410 down, count back 10, 1400 hours. Count back 20, 1340, count back 5, 1335. So, right, so question 17. Anita makes Anita makes a New Year's resolution, no, sorry, question 19. If it is 23:58, let's write that down. What time will it be in 15 minutes? So in 15 minutes, if it's 23:58 right now, but add 2, so you have 23:58, 12 o'clock for 000 hours is going to be 24 o'clock restart, so that's going to be 2 minutes, and then 13 minutes on is going to take you to 0013, because 2 plus 13 make 15. So what I've done is I've done the number ones of 15, I've split them into 2 and 13. So I've counted start from 23:58, counted to 00.00 because we're doing a 24-hour clock, and then we start counting another 13 minutes because we'd already counted 2 minutes. So how I set it out is just basically all the numbers 23:58, 000, and then I count on to 13 minutes, and then I do the arrows. 2 plus 13 is 15, so that's, I know where it lands. Question 20. Sarah's birthday is on the 12th of June. 12th of June. June, okay. I'm thinking about the time of the year. On the 21st of May, so I'm thinking about things like it was Ramadan around the 21st of May. How many days is it until Sarah's birthday? So if you need to write both dates down. So you've got to say, okay, we're on the 21st. This is a bit like counting on again, and a lot of these are counting on. So you've got the 21st, you need to get to the 12th. You write the 21st. How many days are it in May? 30 days in September, April, June, and November. All the rest are 31 days. So from the 12th to the 20th, sorry, from the 21st to the 30th is 9 days. 31st is one more day, 9 plus 1, plus another 12 days, which is 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 12 days is 22 days. So you've got 22 days to her birthday. Question 21. Johnny went to sleep at 10:15 p.m. So I know what time I go to sleep. What time do you go to sleep? Again, I'm always thinking of it in real terms. Can you see? It helps me understand it a lot better. He woke up next day at 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. What time do I wake up? What time do you wake up? 7:30 a.m. Okay. How long did he sleep for? So you write 10:15 down, and it's p.m. and you count to the next hour, so it's 11. And from 11 you count to 12, and from 12 you count all the way up to 7, and then from 7 you count to 7:30. So you draw your arrows, and then you add all the minutes and all the hours, and that should give you your answer. So far what we're doing is, for question 20 we had 22 days. For question 21 we should have 9 hours 15 minutes. For question 22, a film at the Astro Cinema starts at 5 to 8 in the evening. So I'm thinking about evening again, kind of conceptualize when that is. I then think, I write the time down so I understand it. So I write down the time. Five to 8 is 7:55. It lasts 1 hour 35 minutes. What time does the film finish? Give your answer using 24-hour clock. Now, if you look at the way I answer these questions, I'm always taking a bit at a time and then cementing each sentence together, linking each sentence together, and then developing a very clear picture. So a film at the Astro Cinema starts at 5 to 8 in the evening. It lasts for 1 hour 35 minutes. What time does the film finish? Give your answer using 24-hour clock. So you start at 7:55. You count on 5 minutes to 8. You count on half an hour to 8:30, and then you count on another hour to 9:30. So the film should finish at 21:30. Do you see how I did that? So I had 1 hour 35 minutes. I counted on 5 minutes from the starting time, which was 7:55 to 8. From the 1 hour 35 minutes, I'd already counted for 5 minutes. When I count the other half an hour, and then I count the full hour. So that was a total of 5 minutes, 30 minutes, and 1 hour, which lands me onto 21:30. So question 23, the table shows the times letters are collected from the post box. Post box times. Anja posts a letter at 2:30 p.m. on Thursday. So I'm thinking about Thursday. I'm thinking about my Thursday and what I do on Thursday, my Thursdays, and then I'm thinking about 2:30 p.m. And I know it's after dinner and just before school finishes. So how long will it be before the letter is collected from the box? So how long will it be before the letter is collected from the box? So it gives you a table Monday to Friday, 7 a.m, 1 p.m, 2 p.m. So you know that the last pickup is 2 p.m. So you've got to count all the way until from 2:30 to 3. From 3 to from 12 p.m. From 12 p.m. you count all the way until the following day, which is 7 a.m. because that's when the next letters are collected, and that gives you a total of 16 hours 30 minutes. So what you've really done is you've done 1,200 hours, take away 230 hours, which is 9 hours 30 minutes, because you go from 2:30 to 3, from 3 to 12, that's 9 hours 30 minutes. And then on Thursday, from Friday you add another 7 hours, because it's at 7 a.m. that it gets picked up. So it's a total of 16 hours and 30 minutes in total. Question 24. These stopwatches show the times that Don and Ivor ran in a marathon. Don and Ivor ran in a marathon. Okay, something about straight line. How much longer did Ivor take than Don? Okay, so now I'm thinking about the diagram that's there, and it shows you the reading 2 hours 29 minutes 53 seconds and 2 hours 47 minutes 01 seconds. So you got to work out the difference between the two. Now basically, if and what you do is from 2:29 50, what you do is you add 7 seconds to give you a rounded of 30 minutes. So from the 53 seconds, with 60 seconds. So because with 60 seconds, you've got to add 7. So you come to your rounded off minute of 2 minutes 30. Then you count on from in minutes from 30 to 47, and from 47 you add another second. So you've counted 8 seconds, because 7 seconds from the 53 to 53 to give you, and then you count on the 1 second, which is from Ivor's time. That's 8 seconds, and then you count the minutes, which was 17 minutes. So it should be 17 minutes 8 seconds. So to do this in a clear way is you basically write from you write 53 to 60 is 7 minutes. So that's, then you write down 2:29 53 to 2:29 to 2:30 00 seconds. It's going to be 7 seconds. Then from 2:30 to 2:47 is 17 minutes, and then 1 more second, and then you just add the numbers, count on and add the numbers, the seconds and the minutes to give you 17 minutes and 8 seconds. So that's time. That was page 41 and 42 of the 11 books back of the CEM test, practice book with assessment test, pages 9 to 10. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and like to get notifications, and I will be doing more of these.